Good afternoon, my name is Adrian Turner and I'll be addressing policies on media mentioned in Units 3 and 4. Now to get us started with, we're going to discuss the purpose. Now the purpose of these policies mentioned in Unit 3 and Unit 4 are essentially to uphold the professionalism of us as the fire department, in addition to protect the confidentiality rights of the citizens in which we serve. Now, confidentiality is so important, and we certainly need to take that very seriously. See, the disciplinary actions for disobedience of these policies are, for the first-time offenders, is a write-up, no questions asked. And if that behavior continues, it will result in 2 days off. And then if it continues after that, the firefighter will have grounds to be terminated. See, the misuse of patient information cannot be tolerated by the administration. Now, the film and photo policy, it mentions this. It says, capturing private videos and or pictures is the responsibility of the incident commander, a designee from the incident commander, fire investigators, or public information officers. Other fire department personnel should never take photos or videos on private property. And any photo, video, or any other form of media is considered is subject to be used in court. So it could be used as evidence. Now, when discussing and bringing this policy up to firefighters, of course, there's going to be questions. Now, there's two main questions that I anticipate. The first question is regarding the incident where a firefighter got in trouble for sending, or a paramedic got in trouble for sending patient information to a nurse. Yes, the paramedic needs to send information to the nurse, but there's methods in place for this to happen, not on a cell phone. And a question I anticipate with firefighters is, what's wrong with me only sending the patient information to the person that's receiving the patient? And my answer to that especially we'll use iPhones as an example because iPhones are very common. You can sync messages with other devices. So in theory, somebody at home with your iPad could be receiving that patient information, which that is obviously a breach of that patient confidentiality. Now, another question that I anticipate sitting around the table is, in the policy on media, it mentioned that you should never take a photo on private property. But the question that I know I'm going to receive is, what is considered private property? Well, my answer to that is any photo or video that cannot be captured from the street is considered private property. And anything or any photo or video that can be taken from the street, obviously, unless it includes a patient. It can be recorded at the company officer's approval. One example from an anonymous fire department was that a firefighter, he was using a helmet cam. Now, the helmet camera, it can see it's good training, and it's good to see. It has a bunch of benefits to it. The downside of this is you're actually going in people's houses where that is technically private property. Now, the fire crew here, they missed a victim on a primary search. And now, when the video was reviewed, you could barely see the victim in the video. Now, any firefighter will understand how easy things can get missed on the fire ground. There's so many things going on, so many moving parts, but the public does not understand. See, the firefighter and his supervisor in this instance were received unpaid time off as punishment. Now, what's the lesson here? Well, the lesson is that media is not always harmless. And as we continue to grow and advance with technology and continue to improve, we as firefighters must still take the time to ensure that patient confidentiality is not compromised with the misuse of that technology.